Hello. So this is how you're going to change what is called the open graph image. But really the best way to, I guess, describe it is what happens when you share your website link with friends, family, or posting it on social media. And also on Google search, if you start showing up there, the title and the short description will also show. And on Webflow, we're typically going to just mirror whatever the page title is and the meta description, and then we're going to check mark that just pours over to when that's shared on social and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And how to get there is unfortunately a little confusing, but I'm going to use my site redesign that's in progress as an example. So first you're going to go into open site, which is not normally what I suggest, at least for now, just because you don't want to mess up a lot of this underlying code that's on here. So the best thing to do is switch this to the build mode, and then there's like almost zero chance that you can mess something up unless you like delete a section. Okay, so to get to see where that is even edited from here, you're going to hit this, which is where pages are. Then you're going to come down and hit the little gear icon on any of these pages, by the way, including these. So like the ones in purple, these are your CMS pages. So it's one dynamic page that may pull information from your CMS collections here. Okay, I digress. So we're going to hit the settings here. Since this is currently a build in progress, I don't have this stuff filled out, but I would do something like home, fit code, and then a quick description. That's where you put it in here. Description of page and ideally correct SEO keywords. Now these are, I think, limited to 155 characters or below. And if you exceed that, then it's not going to show up. It'll just do that dot at the end. So I'm going to back that out. Now, assuming those are already in place and correct, we're going to check these so it just mirrors whatever you've put here. So like this is for the OG link when you're putting it in somewhere. So this is where it gets a little bit, unfortunately, complicated. Webflow really needs to redo how this is done. But you need to paste an image URL here. So you could technically put it on Google Drive, you could put it on Dropbox, whatever it is, and then you would just hit the share button and that will give you a link, usually ending in .jpeg or .png. But what I'm going to do is we already have a web hosting server, which stores our images for the website, so might as well just upload it there. So you would go to the assets panel here, and whatever image you're going to use for that, you're going to end up uploading there. So we're going to go to this website, which is free to use. It's called, if you can read it, it's imgsrc.io. And there's a couple different layout options that you can work with if you don't want to mess with getting a screenshot from every page. So like this one, for example, you can put the tag as home. You can put like your title there, and then you would also need to, and this is unfortunately where it gets a little bit tricky, well, especially now because my face is in here, but we'll give like a slight example here. You're gonna have to kind of play around with the aspect ratio because you don't want it too wide, you don't want it too tall, or it will mess up the way it looks. Yeah, we're gonna save it. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to attach it. It's recent. Right there. So not ideally cropped, so you'll just have to play around with that, but you get the idea. And then what you're going to do from there is you're going to just hit save image. Save it. Once it's there, I would personally rename this. So we'll just say OG image fit code like that. Okay. Ideally, you're going to compress this image, but it's already a pretty good size, so we'll just compress it inside of Webflow. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to get out of this preview I was on. I'm going to go back to the assets panel. I'm going to upload from the downloads. There we go. Like that. Once it's loaded, you don't have to do this, but it does speed up your site. You're going to select what you just uploaded and then hit compress selected elements. It's going to switch it to this file format. You're going to just wait however long this takes. Once you see this switch to AVIF, which it is, you're going to hit those three dots. You're going to hit copy link. Then you're going to go back to the page you're putting it to. And then you're going to paste that right here. My settings from earlier didn't save, so I'm going to check mark those. There you can see the image there. I'm going to put home, fit code, and a quick description with keywords. Okay, and then you're going to hit save. And then you're going to already have your domain launched probably, or you can do it on the staging site, and you're going to check mark that and hit publish to selected domains. And then if you have already shared it, then there's going to be an extra step. If you have not already shared it and noticed this, then you're good. You're good to go. Now, if you've already shared it and you need it to change, you're going to unfortunately have to take an extra step, which we're going to go to Facebook debugger tool. And then you're going to paste the URL of the page you just updated. Let me just go ahead and do this so you can see it. All right, this might not work because it's a staging URL with .webflow.io, but let's see. Okay, so you're going to hit fetch new information. It's going to crawl the site again, and then it should find that image we just assigned to the page. And unfortunately, this just applies to Facebook Messenger and Instagram Messenger. However, it seems to be that when you put this tool in place for those two things, it does typically update on LinkedIn and like iMessage and things like that relatively quickly. Okay, unfortunately, this is not updating for me. It's probably because it's the .webflow.io. Or sometimes this tool just flat out doesn't work. It's Facebook's thing. There's really no other way to force that update on the social media though. So, if this tool does not work for you, you kind of just gotta wait. Sometimes it takes a couple hours, sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes a week. That's just the unfortunate part if you already have shared it. But anyways, that's the instructions, and hopefully that helps you out.